Hmm. I think we're live. Yes, we are. Okay, so without further ado, welcome everyone, and thank you for the 500 subscribers. It's been a while. Uh, and for that reason, I am planning to do a special live today to demonstrate the power of um, AI agents. And I want to actually see for myself how long does it take for an AI agent to complete an entire project. An entire project from first to last with nothing on it. So let me pull up, and it is gone to another screen. Let me select this screen. Uh, it was called PyTerm. Right, to open this, and let's go to projects. Yeah, yeah. And we go to YouTube projects, and the one that I want to make is the Speakbot. That's what I've called it. So basically what I did till now for the Speakbot is nothing interesting. I just opened the folder, and then what I did was open the folder in a terminal and used UV to init a project, a UV project in this folder, which made few of the files that you can see, the hello.py and few of the other files that UV normally generates. And another thing that I did was UV create, is it create? No, it's env, like, yeah, creating a virtual environment using UV in Python 3.311. That's all I did. And the files that you can see are generated out of the Git, the virtual environment folder, the git ignore, the Python version, and three more files for this one is for the UV, and this is the general readme, which is empty for the project, and the hello.py, which is of course fully empty and just with a print statement saying that saying that hello from the speakbot. Hmm. So this is the starting part of the project that we are going to use. So I did not actually configure my NeoVim to actually use agents at the moment. So I am going to use our very own handy dandy VS Code for this. I am going to make it to the size of our screen so that you can see the files which are available. If there's anything that you cannot see, if the text is too small, please let me know. All right, so let me make it like this so that the active sessions are on the top. Right. So the first thing that I do before starting, I do want to uh, bring my food and code at the same time because I don't think I'll be doing much of coding today, and I'll just be talking to the agent, and let's see what it does. So I'll just be right back. Let me make it bigger. Yeah. example. And I am back. Right. So let me decrease it down to this level. I think this is fine. Clear this up. Save it. It's not anything. It's not like anything has changed. Then this readme. Right. So we've got. We are starting the timer at like my time. It's 1:30ish p.m. in Germany, and let's see how long it takes. So the basic idea of the project is creating a speaking bot. What do I mean? What do I mean by that is uh, when, uh, when the script is running, I will just speak to it and then it will reply me in normal voice. It's like a chat GPT, but instead of typing and like getting responses in written text, I will be just doing the talking and it will just talk to me back. It will be like audio to audio interaction. Cool. So the first thing what I do is I just write the scope of my project in this README. So this is a project which will um, create a project which will project speaking bot. They interact with users with voice command. It uses advanced speech recognition synthesis technologies and provide a seamless conversation experience. Bot can interface various application with customer service. No, yeah, I mean yes. So this is basically it. So I don't want features. What I want is like I want some steps. So normally what bots like this is it's just like five step process. Yeah. So let me write it as concept. So there's a like 5-step process, which is firstly being the using the mic to capture the input, converting the input into text using speech recognition, process the text input to generate relevant response using an LLM, that's a language model. Converted back to speech using speech synthesis, playing the synthesized speech back to the users to the speaker. So that's a 5-step process that we use normally to create like this is the bare minimum. This is just you have to do these 5 steps. So let me go to the ask mode and see if what the AI thinks about that. Or let me go to the plan mode. No, ask mode is fine because I need to find specific technologies that do each of these things. So the first part can be done using Python, using the mic capture the voice input. So we can actually start with that. Just a moment. Mhm. Right. So let me start with the first part. We so go to the agent mode, give it the README file. Uh, I want to create the first step of the process with Python. So create a script which, when started, takes in the input, takes in input from the mic and stores mm, MP3, uh, uh, stores a WAV file. It's called a WAV file. Later, I will like tell it to add some functionalities, because to understand when the speech is like finished, because I'm sure it's going to have some problems. Maybe it will have a button. It will make a button which I have to press when I'm done speaking, which I don't actually want. I just I just wait like what 2 seconds for it to realize that speaking is finished, and then we can like take it from here. So I need to detect the silence as well. The most important problem that I've found when I do projects like this, when I'm dealing with speech recognition or um, making things, why do you have everything in the README? So when I'm doing speech recognition and making speaking like speaking bot, is that the time delay of the entire like this 5-step process is a significant time delay that we have to reduce in order to get a very good user experience. Hmm. Install sound device in Python. Hmm. What do you mean install? Is it telling me to that it's going to run? Let's see what it does. Uh-huh. Dot yeah, it's okay. There's a duration. So this is a duration. Mhm. Mhm. So no, it did not store anything. Okay. Mm, okay, it added a recorded script. Fine. Record audio. Okay, sure. Declared sound device in pyproject.toml file. Yeah, this is the change that I have to make. Yeah, I can do it myself. So let's just add UV sync, and it's going to install the sound device package. I think it's called. I have never heard of this package called sound device. Maybe it's good for this use case. So again, the problem that I have talked about is that it made so that you see the Python file that it made, it uses the duration 3 as the stopping point. There's a fool in my beard. So it uses duration equals 3, meaning that I have to speak whatever I have to speak. It's going to capture everything for 3 seconds only. So I cannot have a longer conversation with this. But let's try it out so that the initial speech recognition sorry, the audio to WAV file actually works or not. So this is the first test we should do. So I have installed the one of the just one of the dependencies. Let's put it into the terminal and press enter. And this says that no module name numpy. So let's add numpy. I'm not sure which one is being added, but and then let's try again. It's allowing the microphone. So this is a test, and let's see how it goes. Stopped after 3 seconds. I'm not sure it did well. It's 0. It's 0. Didn't even register anything. Let's see. This is a test, and let's see. Okay. This is a test, and okay, it does. It does record audio and save it to a WAV file, which can be played, and it can be interpreted by Python to make to do many things. Cool. So let me accept these changes. Let me go to Pilot Trommel. Okay. Okay. Don't care about the WAV file anymore. Cool. Cool. So let's move on to the silence detection, which is, I think, a very important part. Let's ask it to build it. So let's and we will see what it spits out. So I don't want a duration parameter meter. Instead create a silence detection type mechanism, so that if the speaker is silent for 2 seconds, the script saves that audio file. Going to be interesting. I hope you can see what I'm typing in the chat of the AI. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Cool. So what we are going to do is like complete this project. This is what I'm working on the back end of the project. The inner mechanisms. When the mechanisms is actually like completed, I'll create APIs for it and also try to like make a front end, a simple front end, so that it's a bit user friendly, like Java's. It's my time to eat. I don't know why is it just trying to install it. Silence duration 3 seconds, output silence test. There's a silent threshold, so it changed a few things, so let me test it out. I'll just save these things. Okay, cool, and finally, it does not take time anymore. Yeah, I post numpy. Okay. 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 Silence duration. And there's an argument file silence threshold. That's me adding a new argument. And yeah. So let's allow it and let's see what it happens. So this is a test for the silence detection. So I'm not going to talk for like 2 seconds and let's see if it saves up. It does. It does. So this is a test for the silence detection. So I'm not going to talk for like 2 seconds and let's see if it saves up. It does. So the first part of the mechanism is actually complete. Cool. Yeah. All right. No, I don't want the list device thing. Not yet. We will solve it when the problem comes up. So this is the first step where the WAV file gets saved. So the next second step, of course, is that we don't want the WAV file to be saved, but rather than use. Rather than use the WAV file and go into the speech recognition mode. And which would be done the best speech recognition model out there is the Whisper model. So that's what I am going to do. In the next step, create a script which would be responsible for text to no, it's a speech to text using the Whisper model. Connect the two scripts together with main script. Make the scripts modular so that it can be imported into and used in the main file. Right. Another thing that I wanted to say was can I just say scripts together with the main script. Using the Whisper model. Don't save the WAV file anymore. Save the text instead. Let's see. Time to eat. Hmm. Mhm. OpenAI, Whisper, SciPy. You see, pressing allow there does not do anything. Does not do anything. So what I have to do is in the TOML file, they have added in the TOML file these SciPy handlers. So to say UV so that those two are installed, and there was a problem with the build. Well, building package normally it does not. Um, mm, mm, Cannot install Python version 11 only. Let's not able to. Which script is this? Oh, there is a package called SpeakBot. Is it included because depends on which depends on. I don't care if it was included or not. It says that the Python 11 is not supported. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, let me go here and search for the Whisper open source okay. OpenAI Whisper, and this is whatever pip install OpenAI Whisper. Aha, okay. So it is actually running. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So can I do it like manually? UV add OpenAI. It's called OpenAI Whisper, right? Mm-hmm. There is a problem. Okay. So let's use Python 9 rather than this one. So let's delete this. Let's create Python version to be 9. So let's UVP PNG Python 9. Usually resolved to Python 9.6, which is incompatible with the project Python requirements. Creating virtual environment. This is a warning coming from where? Let's go with here. It's Python 9.6, I think. 9.6 or 7. All right, and 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 you guys cannot see the terminal. So if I give UV sync at the moment, Right. Python interpreter, blah 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 blah. Resolved Python 9.6 is in code with Python requirement. I think I need to change it in the toml file as well. Right. Requires Python. Nine. Give it a 9. And let's try it again. Dependency split between because Python requests no satisfy conclude. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's a UV lock. Delete this. UV sync because there's no lock. Okay. UV init project already initialized. Right. What I can do now is copy these dependencies. Let's copy them and delete the virtual environment. Get ignore Python version, toml. There was another one with the kit. Yeah. Just delete everything. Move to trash and UV init here. Initializing a project. It did. It created a Python. Requires Python 9. Toml. Basic thing. I forgot how to initialize UV in Python 9. That's it. So UV, how to create UV environment in in Python using Python 3.9. Let's see. Sorry guys, I forgot. Python 9 is installed with the UI version. If this prints Python. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Requested interpreter resolved by the node which is incompatible. Let's ask the agent to fix this. UV incompatible. UV warning. It is Python environment. Right, yeah. Highlands, sure. Perfect. I have the Pythons. Well, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. I want Python 3.9 for this project. Okay. Okay. No. Dependencies used by this project to the toml file and run uv sync. Ah, ah, I think there was like 4. Right. So that was the problem before. Let's see what it does. It wants to run it again. And mhm. The issue dependency doesn't support partner level UV vectors at do the workspace, right? That's what I've been telling you in the first place. Yeah, okay. Other application explicitly say mhm. Now it's like going into spiral mode and try to why is it using if there is a locked and try at disabled for version formula disabled since mm, mm, no, it just says brew install sorry, LLVM. That's it. I have installed LLVM using brew for you. Let's see what it does. Hey man, how's it going? How are you doing today? Let me run UV sync again. Okay. Let me let it just complete the installation and we will start the syncing. I don't even know what LNVM is. The first time I'm hearing this. Now that's a problem. I'm from Germany, and I am building a speaking bot, like AI agent, whatever you want to call it. It's just what I can speak to, and it can speak back to me, like Jarvis in Iron Man. But it will not do anything. It will just respond to me in like speech. But I am failing to install Whisper, which is very odd. Okay, let me do a clean installation of UV. So create a clean installation of UV which uses Python 3.9. Uh, clean installation means like deleting the previous one. That's basically what it means. Uh, cool. Let's see what it does. I'll just continue the stream for 4 or 5 hours if needed, because I need to see how long does it really take. Okay, there's a bunch of command. It is asking me if it wants to run this commands on the terminal, which is a very scary thing. So I need to like go through this and understand if it is trying to homebrew UV, then install if needed. There is homebrew and UV installed. Retrying terminal commands. Bin bash exited with terminal. While it is happening, I need to see if I do have Python 3.9 version interpreter already in your system. Okay, UV will only work with the interpreters already in your system. My voice is too low. My voice should not be too low now. Let me fix your my mic, not your mic. Yeah, I think that is that is the highest that I can turn up. I might have to like go into settings if you want it more. Anyway, so it is using the Python version on my system. So to check your Python version in your system, just type Python, and you will see that you are using Python, which version that you are using. So I'm not yeah, it should be exit like this, exit out of Python, and it will let me go out of the agent mode, and let's try use another let's use another AI LLM. So just to give you a very brief idea about how I use LLMs, I typically use 3 LLMs in my day-to-day life. Firstly, I use the Copilot, which is built in the Microsoft Copilot, so which is built in the Edge browser. It is free, and I don't believe it to be too much powerful and time consuming. So what I do is I ask it the most basic questions, like, if I forget a command or something, and then I ask it the command. Now, second LLM that I use is, of course, the OpenAI's ChatGPT. There I can ask, like, I of course use the free version, and there I ask more, if I need some more detailed question answered. Mm, Probably, like, making a project, then I will ask some deeper level questions to that specific AI, if I need some knowledge. So that's the second one, is the ChatGPT, and the third one is the Perplexity. I am using the premium version of Perplexity because I got it for free, using my PayPal app. So that's how, if you had a PayPal account, you would get 1 year of Perplexity Pro for free. So I use a Perplexity to do actual research, because Perplexity is actually good for doing research, because it heavily uses the internet to answer your questions. So if I want to do any kind of research, which I know that the LLM is not able to, like, provide on its own, and I think the LLM should use the resources in the internet, then I use Perplexity. So as of now, what I want to do is I want to check how many Python interpreters that I have. Oh, I do know how to check that. I go to a Python file and click this one, and I have a Python file in here. And I also have a Python file in here. Mhm. Right. Python is 3.9, UV is this one, Speakbot is Python, yeah. But my question is, why is UV sync? Well, UV sync not running. This is fail to build number. Cannot install Python. Yeah, but I am not using Python. Uh, 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 I know what to do. Use the Python in my .pnv file to pip install Whisper, OpenAI Whisper. I have asked it in a ask mode. I should have gone into the agent mode. Let's see what it comes up with, and then I can copy and paste it. Should have used the agent mode. Not .env. That was a mistake. It's .venv. That is quite a significant difference. The .env file, again, I'm using so many of my prompts, incorrect prompts. Python in my .venv folder to pip install item. Yeah. So ls project dot, yeah, sure. Okay. There's two Python 3s. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is what I want. Let's see. No module name pip. No module name pip. Of course. Mm, sure pip upgrade. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Please install. So I am using pip, not UV. Does it is much slower. uh, Not sure what the problem with the UV is. It is the UV was using Python, like the mm, the UV created this dot environment folder which has Python 3.9. However, the UV only detects Python 3.11, and that's why it's not was not working. Uh-huh. I see. You see these things that you were able to do using the terminal. I never knew it was possible. In just one line, you just give all of the commands of the Python. For this part, I used to do. I turn on my Python and then in the terminal, and like what I used to do, like this for this part, the AI did it in just in one line. I never knew it was possible. So what I used to do is like I write Python, and then the Python terminal came up, and then I used import, I don't know, Whisper, and then there was no model name Whisper. So if there was a model name Whisper, I would then have to write like Whisper dot dash dash version dash dash and then it came to my version, and then I did exit, and then I made sure that Whisper or a specific package was installed in the Python within the Python environment. But now it just did in just one line, and I learned something from here. So let's clear this up. Okay. So I believe that I don't need it syncing anymore. Uh, I just want to test the main.py. Okay, there are many things that I need to do. This is just one change. Fine, I agree. Until record audio until silence. NumPy sound drive. Why is none of them are working? Speakbot using this guy. Where's Python? Python 3, Python 3.11. Uh, mm-hmm. It uses Python, not Python 3. What happens if I do UV sync? Nothing yet. Let's clear this up. How to use how to see which Python the current UV folder, current UV project is using. Did it work? To check all this. I'm just skimming through everything. I don't actually read every bit of line, because if an error shows up, it'll just fix it itself. However, skimming, what skimming does is that you know that these codes exist. So if there is any major problems, and like when you go back to some of the code, it will just not like, whoa, where did this come from? You'll not feel like this. So just skim. I just what I just do is just I skim through this and read a bit. Yeah, okay. And Just keep the microphone a bit closer. Right. And this is the README, which I do not want to read at all. Right. So, okay. So when I go to the Pi main and it is using 3.9, there's not 3.9 subtitle generator, auto sub, neovim, virtual env, pnv, python speakbot. Let's go to cannot find it. Did it find something? It did not. So using a UV for this project will be a pain. Okay, let's go. Oopsie, not here, rather here. UV manage Python installations, blah blah blah. Run Python version. Straight out of these commands. Why is it trying to install this again? Run which Python? Let's try UV run which Python, and it tries to like install it again. Never mind. That's the main script. Using UV will be a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, I have to use pip now for everything. How does this work? Main.py, let's see. So this is a test and let's see what it produces. So part 2 is done. Part 2 is complete. Part 2 is complete, right? Yeah, part 2 is complete. Cool. Now, so for those of you who don't know what I'm doing at the moment, I'm trying to create a speaking AI application so that like when I speak, it speaks back to me using audio to audio part. But the main challenge of today is to understand like how long does it take for me to complete the entire project using the power of AI agents. Okay, so let's go to the README, the top. So this one done, this one is also done. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to have a LLM connected so that when I have like when I give back this, oh, where's that? Where's that? Transcriptions, yep, yeah. So when I give back this text, because the LLMs are language models, which is just gives you back when you give it the text, it will give you back text as well. So for the brain of this entire pipeline, we have to use an LLM. So let me just configure the LLM. Let me create a venv file, and what I want to do right now is to provide the OpenAI API key equals this part. Yeah, I just save it, and I'm going to need some privacy for this. Cool. You can just watch my face for some time. Cool. I'm back. So hopefully I don't accidentally turn it on. Right. It is not here. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I just need this. Cool. Okay. So let's go with the third part. Create another script which uses the OpenAI API key from the .env file to connect to an LLM. Furthermore, it would send the transcribed text to the LLM and prompt the LLM so that it returns very short and conversation like text in return. Okay, no need to write in return. Conversation like texts. Also have the functionality so that it is possible to stream the LLM response. Come on, LLM response in addition to having the entire response. Yeah. Time to eat. If I do allow this, it will not work. Mm -hmm. It will not work because we have this one. And yeah, you can keep it like this, no problem. Python 5 syntax errors. Excellent, script is working. Let me set the streaming functionality. Okay, so there are like, two functionalities already done. Testing on a transcription file. It is returning like, good things. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Okay. So we go, what? Now it started to produce readmes, like the MD files, which we don't actually want. Third part finished. I think it is also connected to the pipeline, no? Uh-huh. Let's ask it. Is the LLM response functionality connected to the main pipeline? Well, a lot of viewers. Like, you can support the channel by subscribing. That's like, I can request you guys to do. If you like the video, that is. If not, you can just give me honest feedback on how to improve, because I am actually willing to invest a lot of time into like uh, teaching my viewers or sharing my experience to my viewers about the various like AI advances that is happening every nowadays. And 2026 is going to be uh, like huge thing for the AI space, and it is like improving so fast. So it is very hard to like keep track, and I am doing my best actually to learn and as well as keep you all updated with the latest AI technologies. No, the LLM function is not currently connected to the main pipeline. Okay, and I would like to please connect the LLM response functionality to the main pipeline. So that what I was saying, that it is very hard to do it, and like I will be trying to like give you quality content as much as possible. So feel free to subscribe. There should have been an audio to discuss. Discuss what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, it's difficult to type it in this chat. There should be okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Maybe like in the future, we can do like Discord invites to with the viewers, so that we can like learn together. Yeah. Okay, I think it changed a lot of things. So it added the LLM generator. It is using 4 mini. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. changed some of the arguments here. Right. Of course, it should use LLM. What else am I supposed to? Can you show me your previous project? Yeah, now that is an interesting thing. Of course, I would. There are a few of the projects which I would like to show you. Um, and it is going to be interesting. Like two main projects. I can show you just a minute. Just I'm going to turn on one of my maybe the ATS CV maker. Mhm. Yeah, I think the viewers will enjoy this project. It's not exactly completed yet, but I have integrated the front end. I am not a front end person, but I am like using the entirety of the AI agent to create the front end of this app. Hello, I'm not sure how to pronounce. I might butcher your name, but hi. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, cool. So, uh, let's try to turn this on. There is the front end part, there's the back end part. And I will ask the AI, please turn on the, no, I'm going to do something different now. Just stick with me. In this part, I'm good, I'm good. How are you? I am doing very good. And I know you said you're doing good as well. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a different thing. I can ask the AI agent to turn on the back end and the front end as well. So what it will do, if I ask it, it will go through all of the folders and files and create a context window, and then it will give it to the AI, and then it will give it'll do it. It will do it. However, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change from agent mode to ask mode, and then I'm just going to ask the um, the AI agent to actually give me the commands to turn on the backend and the forend. So give me the command to turn on the UV corn. I think it was the UV corn backend service. Uh, ah, yeah. What this will do is it will going to it will going to use much less tokens. It should. It should. Okay. So it is going it gave me it used just one reference and then it gave me the so I can guess like I am using the free tier. It does not actually affecting me, but considering the environmental factors, we can be sure that it's using a lot less tokens. Okay, so I just need this command and just going to paste it in. This is going to be the not like this. I need to go into the backend folder first. So cd backend. I am using. I'm which agent AI agent are you using? I'm using the Copilot, the GitHub, the natural GitHub Copilot. Okay, so let's. And UVcorn is not found. Okay. It's going to. It is taking a bit more time. The UVcorn command is not working. I have used Python to make it make UV corn work. So give me a Python command to start the UV UV1 server. Yeah, it is taking a bit more time. So you have to like, weigh like the which part do you like you if you want to save time, if you want to save tokens. It is also going to fail. It is also going to fail because there's no module name unicorn. Aha. Okay, let's see if there is this Python. Uh, okay. I used something like this, right? Let's try to do a bit of coding, right? Doesn't it get boring? No. Huh. Let's go with users. Not no 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 no. Project. So this is the ATS. It should be in the YouTube. Right. Right. So you get the Python. I don't need to test the endpoints. So I got the Python. That's good. And now I can just paste in the UV corn. Yeah. Copy, paste, no module name backend. I don't want to waste any more time. So what we have learned that we have failed using the ask mode. Turn on the backend server. Backend please. Okay, do we get good response from the Copilot compared to other models? Well, sometimes the Copilot is not as good as the other models, but as it is free, I use it like a lot. If if it seems like I am not getting the best response, I at that moment I change it to another model using the codex. I have the codex here, which actually is the OpenAI's one. I need to install UVcorn. No, you don't need to install UVcorn first. You don't need to do anything. Everything is installed. Use the environment in this folder too. Source activate UVcorn backend. Okay, now it started and it is something going on. And let me come back to, no, let me turn on another terminal, which we would go to the front end and we will say npm run dev and it will run. Let's go here and you will appreciate it, honestly. One moment, just going to, oopsie. Yeah, okay, simple browser. And we will paste in the URL. No, not this one. Let's go back to, sorry. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yep, simple browser, paste in the URL, and you can see it here. I don't even need to bring out the other model. So you've asked which other projects. This is one of the project. This is one of the project. So this is in CV Maker. The front end is entirely done by the AI. I did not do anything. These are the local endpoints and whatever. So what it does is basically, it's a bit small to see here, so I think I should bring in the browser. So this is the entire part of the app. You drop your CV here, you drop a job description here, and it will create a CV. That's what it will do. So let me go ahead. I was planning to let me test the dropping mechanism. Let's go ahead here. So let's, whoa, it's not, oh, it is working. Okay. And let me grab a job description, perhaps from my LinkedIn. No, I'm just uploading my real CV. That's not a problem. I don't have a dummy CV. Let's go to LinkedIn, and I'm not showing you the job description, but rather I'll just copy everything on the job description and paste it here. So this is the job description, and let's see if there are like two buttons. To analyze the CV, it is using some of the scoring mechanism that I have defined. I will make a video about it, like a comprehensive one, and it is analyzing a few of the things. I'm not sure what CV analysis complete, 0% match, 22 required with the 20 out of 20 required keywords. So I'm not sure why is it 0% match. I need to improve on that. But if I press improve CV and then talk to you, so 20 out of 20 required keyword map. So, and it failed. Model maximum context length is okay. So I might have to change context length here. It is in the go through the backend files in the backend folder and find the part of model context, model max context length. Increase it, yeah. Let it work, and I'm going to show you what it produced during one of my tests. Do I have the improved section? I do not. I have deleted it. I do not. I have deleted it. Right. Okay. Let me find it in the trash. Summary. Docker compose. No. Improved CV. Yeah, I found it. Put back. Right. Here. Now. No. It's the improved CV.py. I'm not looking for improved CV PDF. Right, I've got it. Not empty trash. Preview, yeah. Can't be open because it's in the trash, of course. Okay. Quick look. Yeah. Finally. So this was the CV which was produced when I gave it a dummy CV and a dummy work experience, sorry, a job description, and it produced a CV like this, which it changed a very subtle keyword so that it can fight the ATS system. and it can find the ATS system and just gives some of those keywords which are mentioned in the job description within the CV in appropriate locations, and creates a CV. However, the problem with this was it created a two-page CV, where then I added a mechanism to actually check the number of pages and then reiterate until the number of pages is just one. So because one-page CV is the best, and that's what it did. And yeah, so there's here we change the max token. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste more time in this. That's what I've shown you, and that's it. So this was one of the projects. Another project I had was about creating flashcards for my university. So when you upload a bunch of slides, uh, upload a bunch of slides of a particular course, then it will go through the text of the each of the PDF slides, and then gather all of the text, and then separate the text within topics, because each chapter of your university slide has a bunch of different topics in them. So it just separates the topics, and then for each of the topics it creates a bunch of question and then finds the answers in a subsequent iteration. And then with the question and answer pairs, it creates the flashcards. That's what it does. Okay, a long divergence from our topic. Okay, so connecting. Okay, let me try to verify the changes. Now, perfect. Now let me test the integration with a simple test. The help works. Check for syntax error. All right. VNV from. Okay, I'm not sure what it's trying to import. Okay, imports. Okay, so it's okay. It's just checking all of the other imports are working on. Output differently from the main import. Blah blah blah. I don't need to do this. I believe that it works. I believe, firmly believe. Perfect integration of images modified. Sure. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Done. I would like to use the streaming mechanism. Mhm. So let's copy this part, and then this part, use LLM, use stream. Of course, why won't you use LLM? This is a completely an LLM project. Use LLM, use LLM stream. So let's see if we can talk to an LLM using our voice, and let's get the responses in the terminal rather than in a text file. Another thing that I forgot to mention to the LLM, to the agent, is that I want it to be, iterated again and again until I close down the script. So normally, what happens now is when I like stop talking for 2 seconds, it just goes into the response mode and just gives me back the response, and the program ends completely. So what I would like to do is uh, uh, keep talking, even like when I see the response, and then I keep talking to the LLM, but I would implement it afterwards. Okay, so this is a test, and how are you doing, LLM? Uh, what do you want me to tell you, or what can you tell me a joke? It was fast. So this is a test, and how are you doing at the lab? Lab, okay, okay, lab. It did not transcribe it perfectly because I did not speak perfectly. And what do you want me to tell you, or you can tell me a joke? Okay. Thanks for asking. There is a joke for you. Why did the square grow? Okay, whatever. So it is working. It's pretty fast. It is actually pretty fast. Right. We are getting making progress. That is quite good. Now I would like to create the iterating mechanism. So let me just think about it and explain it to the AI. Create a looping mechanism so that I can continue having the conversation with the AI. Okay. Now the program looks for the 2 seconds, 2 second silence, and starts the response process. After the response is shown, I want to want it to keep taking the voice inputs from me. So start the which was the file name, the record audio file again iteratively. I make a also have a exit button, so when it is pressed, the program during the record audio part can stop. Create a exit mechanism. Pressing Q. Yeah. Okay. Which LLM model we are using to interact with? Okay. So I'm using the GPT-4o mini. Can go to the LLM response and you will find it all, everything in this mess. Maybe the model is somewhere. It is somewhere in this mess that you will find it. But I'm using, yeah, here, the GPT-4o mini. Well, what I am like impressed about is the response time of the LLM. It's pretty fast. Is it free or paid? So the models of the OpenAI are, of course, paid. I have my own API key. However, if you want to use an free model, I can show you. You go to Grok Cloud. I think that was it. Yeah. Go to Grok Cloud and you log in. And here you go to API keys. There's a bunch of API keys, and you can create an API key for free, actually. You go to not exactly playground, not API key. Yeah, in the docs there are models which are actually was free, maybe, because I used to use model, a limited model for a free number of tokens. I'm not sure if they changed it to a paid version now. The rate limits. Mm-hmm. So you can like look through this if there's a free model available. I have also heard that in OpenRouter you can also have free API keys where you can like test out different models, so you don't have to like pay. Another option is to actually like download Olama and use open source models, which are completely free. You just need to have GPU. That's something else. Okay, so allow allow. Hmm. Okay, I would like to believe that it is done. Uh-huh. Threading. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. It's using threading already. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, keep everything from the readme. Right, changes. Added an exit listener. Pressing Q plus enter during the recording cleanly stops the capture and reports exit user. Updated made return exit user fly handling and conversation loop that keeps transcribing LLM responding until you press Q during the recording. Documented. Okay, fine. Another thing that I would like to add is add the conversation history to the LLM payload. This is important because so that the LLM actually knows the history of the conversation that we have, at least to some degree, not the entire like what we discussed yesterday. I don't want it to remember that. That's called memory, not the history. Yeah. So I have not implemented the memory. I'm just integrating the payload. Sorry, the history. So the conversation history is like in one conversation session it can like reference back to the things that I said earlier. Yeah. Okay, this is history. This is messages. Mhm. There are histories here. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Conversation included in the history updates, except a history of list of trial. Okay. Good. 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 Captures the assistant streaming and return assistant pendant for the next round. Uh-huh. Good. 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 Now let's test it. Let's test it out. Let's test it out. So, hi LLM, how are you doing? Mm, so it did not work. How about you and Q silence, transcribing audio, transcription completed, saving transcription. There are a lot of transcription being saved. Yeah. Okay. Transcribed text. There's the LM response. Okay. So I would like to say the conversation, the script automatically stops after the first. Oh, what did I just do? Ah, bunch of keys. What did I just do? Okay. Script automatically stops after the first LLM response and does not loops back to recording audio from the mic. Can you please? Can you can you check the problem? We are making good progress. It's taking quite a long time to do it. It's odd. Though it normally does not take so much time. Let's copy it. Oh, yeah, it's copying. True, the audio data is empty. Okay. We'll retry. Another thing that I would like to change, I'm not sure if it's changed yet, is that the silence detection mechanism only starts when it has a speech, because if I turn on the script and don't talk, it'll just wait for 2 seconds and start the response back. However, I don't want that. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 2. Hi, LLM. How are you doing? It is stopping. It is stopping. So the record audio mechanism is not looping. Loop? What? I didn't know there was a parameter named loop. Ah. Optionally, LLM stream, the record should start after LLM response. I'll use press Q. Let's find a loop. Ah, it has a looping mechanism right now. Damn. Okay, let's see if it works. Loop. Hi again, how are you? So, I am an engineer and I'm trying to make a project. What do you think about this? There's nothing else I think I need to talk to you about, so goodbye. Uh, okay, okay. So it did not actually stop when I pressed Q or enter. Start with the user recording complete transcription. Okay, okay, okay. When of when I press yeah to make with traceback call. Okay, so when I press Q and enter, it stops the recording audio, but the rest of the pipeline is continued, and as it again, oops, back to the recording audio. I want the Q and enter to break the loop and stop the program. Woo! Crazy. Just one step left because it is quite finished. Just the final step 5 is left. And playing the synthesized speech back to the user through speakers. This is the most what can you say? This is the most hard and the time-consuming part of it. So let me ask Perplexity about this question. I am to find a fast text-to-speech, text-to-speech Python Python package which is free. Which one do you recommend? Comment for fast BTS. Runs locally, yeah. Okay, so the Piper TTS is something that I okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't need to test it because I can just Control C to stop the program. I will integrate it later, but I want to be done with this step 5 so you guys can hear the LLM speak because you've been waiting a long time. You have been waiting a long time. Okay, cool. Uh, Let's go here. Let's go to Piper TTS. Okay. Archived. I don't care. Piper TTS. Move to documentation. Piper 1 GPL. Okay, so there's a new Piper. Okay. So let's install Piper. How do I install that? I also always forget the Python pip.m pip install Piper TTS. Piper TTS. Cool. And does it Piper? Piper dash dash list dash. What is this? Config input output fast speaker, list voices, blah blah blah. I don't care. Okay. People using samples, audio, common interfaces, Python API. Wave, Python, ONX. Okay. Need to find releases. Where can I find the models? If I can go to the model and you get to the, this is the guy I need. Piper voice models. Piper voice models. Train your own voices, Piper voices. DE English US Amy Catherine. Go with Amy Low. I don't know what low means. Do I need other things? Voice. Open a web file. Write. Okay, write bytes. I don't need to write bytes now. I don't need to write bytes. I don't need to write bytes. I don't need to write bytes. So let's have TTS models. Let's copy this. Let's copy this. Paste it here. Right. And right. Right. Create a script, TTS script using Piper TTS, and use the ONNX model for the Piper TTS. Oh, what else? What else? TTS gives ONX model for the Piper TTS. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, Piper TTS using a ONX model or using Piper TTS. And what else? That use the complete TTS. It should take input text and return the audio web file as output. And then I think the last prompt of the day would be to ask the agents to integrate it into the main file. Now at the end, let's go to main.py and text to speech part to the end or end of the pipeline, and the complete response of the LLM would be the input of the TTS module, and the output would be saved. Well, no, just let's try to, like, give it directly, because I was thinking about another step, which I would ask it to, like, change the change the saving to the WAV file to actually playing the sound, but I'll just do it in one go. Then the output with the input of the model, and change the TTS output to respond back to actually play the WAV file, so that the user can hear the LLM response. Then it should loop back to recording audio like usual. Okay, let's see. I think this would be the last prompt. If there's no error and if it works correctly. And let's see. So what do you guys think about today's stream? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Did you learn from it? That's the most important part. Was I able to help you guys in any way possible? So there's there's so many parameters. I'm not going to use any, like, this much parameters. Okay. So this is doing the final TTS section, text to speech section. I the next part of this is to actually change it to an API, like a backend part, then have a front end as well. Maybe we need a front end. I don't think we do. We just script. Okay, this will loop back to the recording. Okay, let's see what it did. Okay. 5 optional convert elements to speech, and this is not optional. This is not optional. All right. Okay, cool. So, do you guys want to see the LLM speak? Okay, so it's a loop. I think another part of the thing is use TTS. Use LLM, use LLM stream. Don't need LLM stream, I think. Okay, and then loop, because I want to talk to it, and use TTS. Let's see. So, how are we doing today? Okay, so we did not hear anything. Hmm. So the queue does not work, and it says that one of the models, it cannot find one of the model. The text to speech TTS models default is TTS model US AMI low ONNX. What's the problem with this part? That's the problem with this part. The TTS script says that it cannot find the ONNX model. Oh, it required a JSON. Okay. I did not know it just required a JSON. Let's see if we need the JSON file. Right. So we have the JSON and we can paste it here. And we have the copy of the JSON, and I want to delete this. I would like to just rename this to the normal JSON. Right. Yep. The issue appears that the JSON file configure model the config should be named with this JSON. Let me create it. Sure. Okay, yeah. Let's test it like this. Should not work, of course, because there's a whole bunch of things that I have to say before it. Python can actually work with this. Text to speech. Hello, this is a test. Objects. Okay, the Piper object has no attribute. Let's see. Let's see the error. API method name is incorrect. Let me fix it. Okay. How could you do this? Excuse me. Subject is not required since that is in text. Expected byte-like object audio not found. Oh god. Let's test it again. Audio chunk object has no data. I don't think this would be too hard if I did it myself. Check the audio checker for containers. It'll create a. I don't care. Don't care. Uh huh. Viper load voice. Hello. No. I'm not sure what it changed. Really not sure what it changed. Nah, to restore this checkpoint. Yeah. Okay. Let's try not this guy, rather loop use TTS. Hey, how's it going? Mm-hmm. Let's go to the main, add this as context. Let's see. Mm-hmm. It's been 2 hours since this stream started, and we're almost finished with this. Just the last part of the Piper API, like Piper API. Okay, so let's see what it fixed. That's JSON. Okay. Okay, it says it's fixed. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? Hmm. Converting response to speech. Loaded part of Piper API. Fine. Synthesizing this part. Error. TTS sequence items. Expected bytecode object audio chunk found. Alright, let's go again with step 5. Let's copy this. Debugging. Debugging. Let's try. It says it's fixed. Let's try to use it. Hey, how's it going? Mhm. Okay. Piper usage. I think it's doing the same thing again and again. I have a feeling it's just doing the same thing again and again. Hey, how's it going? For the 100th time. Now it's saying that Piper voice object has no attribute synthesized stream raw. Damn. And I think it's just going back to the first part. I'll just try it one more time and then I'll go and try to fix it myself. Hi, how's it going? Okay, cool. It's not working. And let's see if there is this part, and let's see. Sorry, this part, just empty it. And okay. CUDA for GPU acceleration. Oh, it's using my GPU as well. Okay. Download use Piper. Synthesis config. Adjust synthesis. Synthesis config. Voice dot synthesize well. Okay. Okay. Let's go with first this part. And sometimes you have to code. Sometimes you have to code. There is no, you don't have to save it. CUDA for GPU acceleration. CUDA load this one. Use CUDA equals true. Say use CUDA equals true. Comma. CUDA equals true, and let's give this the relative part here. Right, there is no, this is the test. Okay, fine. Test must not fix synthesis. Synthesis config. Adjust the synthesis. Okay. Don't care about the synthesis then. Okay, no, don't need. Okay. This is a basic usage of Hyper TTS. I would like to add this, make changes to this script so that it is modularized like the other functions in this project. It should take in text as input and save the voice as input as web file as output. Okay. This is the last part, guys. Just the last part. Okay, text to speech, TTS model. Okay, fine. Keeping this part. Right. You can use it like this. Okay. Add this modular function to the main pipeline. After the LLM response, the web file should be saved. Woo! Step 5 optional if user and assistant response. Okay, print so there's a date time output format. Text to speech. Play audio. Okay. Cool. There's a play audio function. Right. Okay. Cool. It should work. It should work. Use LLM, use TTS. System response, use LLM, of course. If stream LLM response generator is a stream chunk. Okay, good. System response. This is system response, and you get the entire text as system response. Cool. Cool. Hi, how is it going?
Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, Japanese 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 letter,
I am extremely sorry. We know the TTS works, but this is a Nihongo desu yo ne. Hi. Oh my god. This Japanese letter, Japanese letter. Damn. Oh my god. I made it work, not the agent. And now it speaks Japanese. Now it speaks Japanese. Right. Okay, cool. Um, do you know the problem? What the problem is? When I said hi or something in the transcribed text, it transcribed it as a Japanese word. Hi in Japanese is like yes. I learned a bit of Japanese. So it. Uh, I think I should try it again. I hope it wasn't too loud for you guys. Hello, how is it going?
Hi there. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
Damn, that is the most cringiest thing I've ever done. Okay, it works. It works. Okay, it works. Super. It works. Ah. Okay, it works. Let's try to have a full conversation with it, and let's see what how does it feel like. Then we'll be able to understand what limitations it has, what problems it has, and we can improve on it in another live, not in this one, because it has getting a bit too big. But I'm very glad that some of you are still sticking around to see it to the end. Thank you. Okay, let's have a entire conversation. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi there. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well as well, and I was willing to ask you, what is your name?
I'm glad to hear that. I don't have a personal name, but you can call me assistant. What's your name?
How about if I call you Amy?
Sure, you can call me Amy. I like it. What's on your mind today?
I am just teaching a bunch of my viewers how to create a TTS system, and you are the product of it.
That sounds awesome. TTS systems are really fascinating. How are your viewers liking it so far?
I'm not sure, but can you tell them to subscribe, please?
Absolutely. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome tutorials.
Okay, I think there is a bit of double hearing. I don't think that was a very good experience for you guys because the mic was also picking up the sound of the headphones. Sorry, the speakers were interfering with the mic as well. So you might hear double things, but the audio was pretty clear, and it is quite fast. And actually, I liked it. I really liked the end product that we have made today. And so what to fix? I think we can make it a bit more faster for the user experience, of course, because I guess I have to wait around a few more seconds than we normally have in a normal conversation. So it would be very good to eliminate that and make it a bit more faster. And we can have an interface if we like. We can have different personalities, like different speakers, because I need to, because they are available. Actually, there are a lot of speakers available in the uh, there are a lot of speakers available. Where did I here? Yeah, yeah. So a lot of English speakers are available in this, and we can change the speaker. But what I'm trying to make it like more optimized in speed, and maybe there's a possibility to have multilingual conversation with it, because as we have seen, they're like Japanese character, Chinese character, yeah. So there would be a possibility to actually, like, make some multilingual conversation with it as well. So when we are having the next class, so it's not actually a class, it's just me doing some bunch of silly projects so that you guys can learn something. But I'm no teacher. I'm just a guy who likes to do stuff. So when exactly? So definitely there will be another session in next Sunday. In the meanwhile, there will be videos regarding like AI, and I have started a series where I, like, explain like very, very basic Python concepts at the moment, and then we will take it from like Python to machine learning, deep learning, AI and AI agents in the future. So I'm creating the entire workflow, like entire series regarding that. That is a bit of a detailed videos, and I talk too much on those videos. I think I should rather speak a little and talk more about the concepts. But rather than like, instead of that, I think it would be a very good series for those of you who want to actually start the Python journey and to journey to AI. And maybe in the next week we will, like, improve this, and I will of course try to upload a video about the ATS maker, as well as the flashcard generator when I can by this week. And I'll see you guys on the next one, especially Wild East Brewing. Thank you for sticking around till the end. um yeah, we can of course discuss on that. Send me I think the best would be to send me an email. Then we can have like, chat over Discord, and we can arrange that. But hopefully not exactly today. Maybe later this week would be a very good idea. So I'll just give you the email address if you want to uh, talk to me about your project. What's that rate? Uh, yeah. Okay. So it's been a long live session, and I have to go now, be with my family, and my son is crying at the moment. So I'll see you all like in the next session, and hopefully there will be like familiar faces. So goodbye for now.